Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Kognito Key. Today, we're going to unlock the secret behind some of the most popular software you use every single day.
So let me ask you a question. Do you use VLC Player to watch movies? Or maybe you're using an Android phone right now. I'm guessing yes. But what if I told you the big secret to their success was, well, that there is no secret at all, that the entire blueprint for how they work is just out there for the whole world to see?
So, that's what we're diving into today, the whole world of open source. We'll explore what it is, see why collaboration is its superpower, put it head-to-head with closed source, weigh the pros and cons, and finally, we'll talk about why this whole thing is such a big deal.
All right, let's get right into it. At its heart, the idea of open source is actually beautifully simple. Just imagine a community kitchen where the master recipe for the best dish ever is posted right on the wall for everyone to see and use.
In technical terms, this means that open source software is shared along with its source code. Now, the source code is basically that recipe. It's the set of instructions that tells the software exactly what to do. And because it's public, anyone, and I mean anyone, can look at it, learn from it, tweak it, and even share their own improved version with the entire community.
And trust me, this isn't some niche, underground thing. We're talking about absolute giants here. The VLC media player we just mentioned, the entire LibreOffice suite, a fantastic free alternative to Microsoft Office, and get this, the Apache web server, which powers a huge part of the internet we all use every day. All of these are built on the open source model.
Which brings us to a really important question. Why? Why would incredibly talented programmers spend all this time and effort building something amazing only to just give the recipe away for free? Well, the reasons are actually incredibly powerful.
It really boils down to 5 key drivers that make the open source approach so appealing to developers and users all over the world. Let's break them down.
First up, control. With open source, you are in the driver's seat. If there's a feature you don't like or one you really wish existed, you have the power to change the code yourself. You can literally modify the software to perfectly fit what you need, instead of just waiting and hoping a company might add it in a future update. Second is training. For anyone who's learning to code, open source is basically the ultimate classroom. You get to study the work of really experienced programmers, see how complex, real-world software is actually built, and you can even contribute your own changes. It's a fantastic way to sharpen your skills. Third is accuracy. I mean, think about it. When you have thousands of developers all examining the same piece of code, there's a much, much higher chance that someone's going to spot a bug the original creator might have missed. There's a famous saying, with many eyes, all bugs are shallow. It's so true. Then there's stability, and this one is huge for long-term projects. Because the code is public, the project doesn't depend on just one person or one company. So even if the original creators move on, the community can keep maintaining and developing the software. It won't just disappear one day. And finally, maybe the most important reason of all, community. Open source projects build these vibrant living ecosystems of users and developers around them. These are the people who test the software, report bugs, help new users, and promote the project. It creates this amazing self-sustaining cycle of improvement and growth. So we've seen why open source is so powerful. But to really understand it, let's put it head-to-head with its complete opposite, closed source, or proprietary software. The difference becomes crystal clear when you think back to our kitchen analogy. Open source is that recipe on the wall. It's an open book. Closed source, on the other hand, is the secret family recipe, locked away in a vault. You can enjoy the result, sure, but you'll never know exactly how it's made. Let's just quickly run through the differences. Accessibility: the source code for open source is public, while for closed source, it's totally proprietary. Alteration: anyone can modify and update open source, but only the creator can for closed source. Price is a big one. Open source is usually free, but with closed source, you have to pay for a license. And this affects evolution. Open source evolves super fast thanks to the community, while closed source is on the company's timeline. Now, as powerful as open source is, it's really important to have a balanced view. It's not the perfect solution for every single situation, and you know what? It comes with its own set of unique challenges. So to quickly recap the advantages, you get total freedom to modify and innovate. You get high stability for those really important long-term projects. It offers amazing learning opportunities, and you have strong community support. These are some massive benefits. But on the other hand, it's not always a walk in the park.
Open source software can sometimes be less polished or user-friendly than the big commercial ones. For a business, there's a potential risk if your competitors can just use the same code. And trying to merge all the contributions from a huge community, yeah, that can get really tricky.
So after looking at all of this, let's just zoom out for a second. Why does this philosophy of being open matter so much in our modern world? What is the big picture here?
It's because open source is so much more than just software. It's a philosophy. It's a belief in transparency and collaboration, and in the idea that when we all share our knowledge freely, we can collectively build better, more powerful, and more reliable tools for everyone. It is innovation driven by community, plain and simple.
And this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. Our world is increasingly built on software. It runs our phones, our cars, our banks, everything. In a world like that, shouldn't more of that foundational code be open for all of us to see, to inspect, and to improve? What do you think? I would love to know, so let us know in the comments. If you found this explainer helpful, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to Kognito Key for more deep dives into the ideas that are shaping our world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.